Hey, this is Vu, and today I'm going to be talking about the M4a4 versus the M4a1s post-update. And this is, of course, the update where Valve has drastically reduced the fire rate of the M4a1s, and at the same time, they've increased the randomness of the spread of the M4a1s. And this is the fact that any singular bullet in the spread of any gun will never land in the exact same spot. However, before the update, the M4a1s had a very low randomness factor, which meant that it was still a bit of a laser beam. So they've just tried to even that out a little bit. Now, the third thing that Valve was supposed to do was they were supposed to decrease the armor penetration of the M4a1s. However, reportedly they haven't done that, which means the M4a4 and the M4a1s currently kill in the same number of bullets. That's 5 to the chest, 4 to the stomach, or 1 to the head and 1 anywhere else in the body for a kill. And I don't think they should do that in the future, because currently the M4a4 is clearly a superior gun to the M4a1s. Now, before the update, I would say that the M4a1s was the general all-purpose good CT gun. You could use it in most scenarios, and the M4a4 was a situational gun, and you wanted to use it when you either were soloing a site, like B on Dust 2, or playing site anchor, like A on Mirage, where you knew if they executed on your site, you would not be able to reload, and having those 10 extra bullets could mean an extra kill or even you living in certain scenarios. Now, with the new update, the M4a1s turns into the situational gun, except the situations you want to use the M4a1s in are quite few and far between. That's because with the M4a1s now, even if you hit your first bullet against someone that has an AK, they can still easily turn it around on you because the fire rate is actually the same. Okay, they each have a 600 fire rate, which means that the AK with a 1 bullet headshot has 2 chances to hit you once in the head, and for you to kill them if they hit you in the head on their second bullet, you need to shoot faster and land both of your first 2 bullets. It's actually quite ridiculous. So the only advantages the M4a1s currently has is, number 1, it's got a silencer, and number 2, the randomness of the spread does feel a little bit lower, and it's got a much tighter spread pattern, which means that at longer ranges, it's got that first bullet RNG down where you can get a much tighter burst group than the M4a4, or at least get it done much easier. This may be a placebo because of the fact that the fire rate is lower, but this is the idea I've gotten, and a lot of people I know have gotten, that at long ranges, the M4a4 is still a fantastic gun. And that means it can be used in certain scenarios for certain playstyles, and that playstyle might be that site rotator, or it might be that very aggressive player, because generally when you do go aggressive, number 1, you're going to be catching people off guard, so having a little bit lower of a fire rate doesn't always mean too much. Either that or you're going to be catching them at long range, and the other thing is that having only 20 bullets won't be the end of the world, because you generally will play near a corner, catch someone off guard, grab that kill, and then fall off. And in those scenarios, having that extra accuracy and having the extra ability to more easily control the spread, as well as being silent, really are prioritized over the ability to shoot an extra 10 bullets. So that's a scenario you might want to be using the M4a1s in. However, as I said, I think in the vast majority of scenarios currently, the M4a4 is just a superior gun. It kills people quicker, more bullets, faster fire rate, all of those things just make it better, and the 10 extra bullets, even without the 10 extra bullets, the M4a4 would likely be a better gun. So that's just kind of icing on the cake. So now, for anybody trying to switch over, I'll just give you one tip. If you notice the M4a1s spread pattern, it's going to go up to the left a little bit, then over to the right, and that's going to be the standard spray pattern for the M4a1s. However, the M4a4 is going to be up to the left, over to the right, and back to the left again. So to switch over, you don't actually have to learn that much more. You're going to have to compensate a little bit for the wideness of the spread pattern. As you can see, it's much larger. However, the actual control of the spray is going to be fairly similar. Just instead of going down to the right a bit, back to the left with the M4a1s, you just do that and then bring it back to the right again, and then a little bit back to the left at the end there, and all of a sudden you realize that the M4a4 is incredibly easy to switch to because the spread patterns are just the same, except the M4a1s has 10 less bullets. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.